Hi, today's lecture is about project management. First, let's define what is a project. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. For example, if I tell you I want to give you an example of any project, I would say constructing a building is considered a project. Finishing your degree in engineering, this is a project. Initiating a new production line, this is considered as a project. So if I want to define the characteristics of any project, it is a one-time effort. Let's say I'm constructing the building. I'm gonna do it once. I'm not gonna repeat it. Okay? It has an established objectives. I'm considering building 3 floors. So this is my objective. I'm limited by time. There's a duration for the project. There's a starting date and there is a due date. You see, by contracts, we determine that you must deliver this project by, let's say, the end of March 2021. So you are limited by time. You are limited by the budget as well. You cannot exceed the budget. And we have some resources can be material that you're gonna use to finish your project, or it can be the human resources who's gonna do the work needed. So these are the characteristics of any project. Now, since we are studying project management, so you have to know the steps needed in order to manage any type of project. So basically we have four steps. First, identify the activities of the project, estimate the time and duration of each activity, sequence the activities. You have to determine which activities come first, which activities can work in parallel, and which activities would come next. Then determine the critical activities. Now these are the steps for planning and scheduling any project. So I'm gonna explain each one of these steps in a separate lecture. Today we will focus on identifying the project activities. This is done by getting the work breakdown structure. Okay, this is a very important term, the WBS. Okay, work breakdown structure. This is your starting point to identify the activities of the project. So it is a hierarchical representation of the project. It shows you the activities that must be done in order to complete all the projects. Now, if I want to create the WBS, we will have to start with the project, which will be on the first level. Then I will start to determine what are the major tasks in the project. So I'm putting more details. So this is done on the second level. Then I will start adding even more details and subdividing the major tasks into subtasks. Those will be found on the third level. Then those subtasks will be subdivided into a lower level, which is gonna give me the activities. Okay, now you'll find the activities on the lowest level on any WBS. It is the activity, okay, that we will schedule. It is the activity that we will give it a duration, starting in time, finishing time. We'll give it a budget, we'll give it some resources, we'll assign people who are gonna do these activities. So this is my objective of building the WBS, knowing my activities. As we said, it is a hierarchical representation of the project. You see the hierarchy here. Okay, you see the levels of the project. The project is on the first level. Then you will see the major tasks here, and we start breaking it into more level of details until we get the last level. Here we can see the activities. Now let's see an example of a work breakdown structure related to developing Windows 10 operating system. So this is my project. Okay, now what will be the main tasks that I have in this project? We can refer to the main tasks as the deliverables. What will you deliver for this project? So we have the software design, project management, system testing. You see, all these are with the same color, so this means that they are on the same level. Okay, this is the first level, this is the second level. Then I will start adding more details. This is the major task. I'm gonna subdivide it into subtasks or sub-deliverables to support the deliverables. Here with the software design, I want to develop the user interface or ensure the compatibility with earlier versions. Under project management, I'm gonna do the planning, scheduling. Now those will be subdivided as well into the last level, which is the activities. So here the activities might be include making sure that this system is compatible with Vista, compatible with XP. So these are my activities. Okay, these are the lowest level of the WBS. Okay, so you cannot start making your schedule without first creating your WBS and getting the activities. Then we can carry on with our work. Let's see another example of the WBS. Here we have a house. I want to see how do we create its WBS. We will categorize things. Here we have the foundation, external construction, internal construction, roof, services, yard. With the internal construction, I'm gonna give more details. So we have internal construction of the walls, floors, ceiling, windows, stairs. Okay, so you're breaking the work into more level of details. Here you can see that this is the first level. These are things on the second level. Here this is the third level. Okay, under this one. Here we have under the services we have plumbing and electrical. Plumbing and electrical are on the same level, both under services, number 5. Then with the title plumbing, I'm gonna get into more details. Here I have, you see, the numbers. This is a level 5. 5.1. This is another level, 5.1.1. Okay, so here is another representation of the WBS, you know at which level this is happening. So here we have plumbing of the kitchen, of the bathroom, heating, and other. Okay, under electrical, you see this is 5.2. So we have 5.2. This is a second level, and this is a third level, 5.2.1. We have the lighting, mains, and so on. Okay, so this is how we create the WBS related to a house. Now I am ready to get my activities. Now we know that the project has several activities that define the work that must be done in order to accomplish the project. You cannot get the project completed unless you complete all the activities that you have in your WBS, work breakdown structure. So I know that each activity must have a single purpose, specific duration, and I know its time and its cost. Okay, the deliverable is clear, and the responsibility for completing this activity is assigned as well. I know who's gonna do this activity. Let's take another example, and this is the example at which we will continue the rest of the steps with. Okay, here I'm building the WBS for a new machinery equipment. This is the first level, the project. Then under this level we have the partition of the project into major objectives. The major objectives include designing the project, developing the project, purchasing the new machines. Then we have the partitioning of the objectives into activities. These objectives, I want to get the activities. So under designing the project, I'm gonna add those activities. Okay, you see, this was designing the project. Okay, I'm adding more details to this level. Designing the project, what am I adding? Designing the new production system, designing the plant layout, operating the new machines. With respect to this one, developing the project, I'm gonna add those, get board of directors approval, finance the project, install the new machines. Okay, so you see under each level I'm getting more details. Similarly for this one. Okay, purchasing the new machines, I have to add those things. Okay, and for checking this was the first step. Okay, then I added the activities. You see, then I need to get what the lowest level, which is the activities. So if I want to create a table that will show me all the activities, it will be things that are on the lowest level. Let's see here. I will say that this is the first activity, get board of director approval. Okay, you see I will refer to it as activity A. Then B, design the new production system. So by breaking down the project, I was able to get the activities which are on the lowest level. Then after getting my activities identified, the next step is giving a duration for each activity. Then we will be able to start making our schedule. Okay, this is how we're gonna proceed next, getting a duration for each activity. Thank you.